And welcome back to the Paul Dolden Details channel. Yes, I'm back. I'm back here with my bad back. Why have I not been making any videos? If you follow me on the social, follow me on Instagram, and you listen to the podcast, you'll know that I twisted my spine. I twisted quite badly, which basically floored me, and I haven't been able to do anything. And in that time, I've changed my vehicle. And that was going to be this week. You were going to see the new vehicle. Instead, we've got a van in. Go in gently, Paul. Do something easy. Get a van on the channel. So here we go. This is the Turtle Wax Van Clean. You're going to enjoy this one. Just before, a little bit of advice for you. Don't take strong painkillers and drink red wine. Don't do that. Not a good idea. Anyway, enjoy the video. Long time coming. Let's roll it. So here we go then. A rather mucky VW transporter. A commercial vehicle. Used on a daily basis. Probably watching this thinking, hang on Paul, this is a cleaning company. Why on earth don't they clean their own van? Simply because they are so busy. A 7 days a week business. They do, however, have a spare vehicle, which I was using on the day I was cleaning this one. And I want to get that on the channel because it's bigger than this one. Sucker for punishment. Oh yeah. Nice private plate. Loving that. And it looks like someone's took a leak up the side of that tyre. That's disgusting. It's all the usual traits of winter grime. Not good. Not a very good advert for a cleaning company, I've got to admit. So let's get this thing sorted out. And we start, as ever, with a rinse down of the arches. Pressure washer being used is the big boy from Ultimate Finish, with the stubby gun upgrade and hose upgrade kit. I'll put a link up above, you can check that video out. So always rinse out the arches and rinse the tyre and the wheel. To get the best out of your chemicals, I'd advise you do this. Not everybody does it. Personal preference, but I've always done it. And yes, I'm kneeling on a knee pad to save my poor old knees. But just by using the pressure washer, you can see a lot of this gunk coming off, but there is a lot of stuff in the barrel of the wheel. And it's got those silly guards. So when you put your brushes in there, whichever brush you choose to use, bounces back at you. Great. You just got to keep moving the vehicle. So we've got Hybrid Solutions Pro on the left from Turtle Wax and the Hybrid Solutions Pro on the right. One is the wheel cleaner and tyre prep, and the other one is a wheel cleaner stroke iron fallout remover in the black bottle. That is a heavy duty degreaser. More about that later on in the video. So we've got the large bog brush, the Easy Go brush. Going to scrub the living daylights out of the arches. And we start with this tyre prep wheel cleaner from Turtle Wax. Now it is very, very foamy. It's incredibly foamy, so much so it doesn't really hang about very long. This is about 3 or 4 minutes in, dwelling. You see it's starting to break down the grime on the tyre. Now that brush is going to be in a link underneath the video. Lots of new links in this video from Into Detailing, from Imran. It goes to support the channel, so well as the Amazon links, you've got Into Detailing links as well. And we've got the small one now. A small easy brush. It's the only one I can fit in. And when you get to a certain point where the brake caliper is, it just stops. Which means you've got to keep moving the vehicle so you can get all the way around the barrel. And yes, you can jack the vehicle up and take the wheels off. That's not in the price on the day. So this does react very, very quickly. However, you might find you have to hit the tyres a couple of times if you've got really, really neglected tyres. I would struggle to even get my fingers in behind those spokes. So we're just going to go around with a detailing brush and agitate. And that's the Vikan soft brush. Had that thing years. So for a wheel cleaner and a tyre cleaner, an all-in-one, to be honest, it's pretty darn good. I'm pretty impressed. However, you do seem to use a lot of this product. So we're going to hit that tyre twice. Now you can of course use all-purpose cleaner. This is sheer convenience, this product. To be honest, I was quite shocked at the strength of this. It brought those wheels back really, really well, which is what we're after a good result. If you're doing this for a customer, you want speed. So that's what we're left with, a few little bits left on those spokes. So as a comparison, I used the wheel cleaner with the iron fallout remover. Just to satisfy my curiosity. I'd already rinsed the wheel down. I'd already prepped the tyre. So let's see the difference. What is the actual difference between these two products? Well, for one thing, obviously this doesn't foam. In my opinion, you're not going to use so much of the product. You will, however, need some sort of a tyre cleaner, an all-purpose cleaner, or a designated tyre cleaner. The links for these products will all be underneath this video. So the one thing I thought while I was doing this was, this is pretty much a traditional fallout remover. Is it trying to do everything? Kind of. In my opinion, there's not much in the way of a comparison between the products in a visual test. They both get really good results. It's personally down to the fact that one can't clean the tyre. You're going to want a separate chemical for that. It is up to you and your wallets, in my opinion. The one thing I will take away from this is the one that does the tyre and the wheel, you use a lot of it. On to the pre-wash and the wash now. This is Slick and Slide Pure Wash. Now it does say on the bottle this removes grime. We'll see about that. I've got 200ml and I've topped it up to 900ml of water in the big boy Lance. Fantastic bit of kit this. Yes, it's expensive, but it does all different directions if you get the right direction. Yes, I am standing on a hop-up. I might be just under 6'5", but even I need one. Hashtag tuck your shirt in. Scruffy so-and-so. So this isn't in fact a snow foam. It's kind of like a multi, get your words out Paul, a multi-purpose shampoo. Well, let's see if it can do a bit of everything, shall we? So you can see the grime on the side of the van. We're going to give this a good 10 minutes. Let it do its thing, let it soften up the grime. So after several minutes, you start to drop off the vehicle quite rapidly, to be honest with you. And straight away, I was quite pleased. I thought, ooh, that lettering looks nice and white. We could get a good result here. It just means going over it again and then doing the 2 bucket wash. So a quick 50-50. Remember, the vehicle is still obviously wet. So although we had the sun out, it wasn't exactly warm, but nevertheless the panels did start to dry. And when you're filming, it is a bit of a pain. So you can see the dirt coming off. So on the whole, you think, yep, pretty good result. Not bad for a maintenance shampoo stroke pre-wash. So what's it look like when it starts to dry out? Well, let's have a look. Patchy, streaky, yeah. Although it got some off, it didn't get everything off. So, Grime Zero from High Definition Detail. This is a heavy duty degreaser. I mixed up some of this. Around about a 1:6 ratio in the Laser Industries pump sprayer and went round the panels again. So even though it says it can get rid of grime, in my opinion it's just not strong enough. On a protected car it probably does a pretty good job. This vehicle hasn't got any protection on it, so you're going to have to go in with something stronger. You can of course use a TFR, you can of course use a citrus, or your favourite pre-wash, whatever you're using. It's very difficult for the camera to pick this up. You can still see some of the grime on the back of that vehicle. It might look clean, but I can assure you it's not. Clean-ish, but not clean. So now about a very, very quick rinse down. Hashtag tuck your shirt in, Paul. I've either got taller or I've bought the wrong size top. That's what old people say to you. I am now 51 years old and they say, have you stopped growing? I think so. Yeah, I think so. Wait a minute, I am old. So this got a much better result and we are ready to coat the vehicle in shampoo again. Same ratios. So I've got this set on the cone setting. Seems to work the best when you're putting shampoos on. No, I'm not pregnant. I have a microfiber in my front pouch, so I look like a kangaroo. And that's for my camera lens, because every now and again I get some spray on my lens. I've got to clean it off, and So into detailing, wash mitt. Try not to overstretch in case I completely seize up and then the neighbour has to come and rescue me. So this is very, very slick. It's polymer shampoo. I've got to admit, there's no denying it. It is very, very slick on the panel. It does produce a decent amount of foam. You can, of course, shoot this straight in your bucket. You don't have to do it like this. I just prefer this method. So while you're watching this bald bloke clean the van, if you haven't checked the podcast out, I urge you check it out. Me and Specky into the second season now. Yes, we've got seasons. If you want a link to that, check it out below. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram. You can follow my page and you can also follow the Specky and Paul Talk Detailing page on Pimpstagram. Next up, graphene infused flex wax. If you want to try this for quite some time, then you can use this on a wet panel, a damp panel, or you can use it on a dry panel. A little bit of water still on the bonnet there. Yes, it's an into detailing drying towel before I even put the link in. The one thing I've found with this product straight away is this. If this was a professor at the slickness school, he would be head professor. This stuff is really, really slick. There's no denying it. They've nailed this, and it is incredibly glossy. What we want from products is ease of use, and we want results. We want them quick, because when you're doing a vehicle and you've got a customer coming to pick it up, you want to get this done at a reasonable rate. Now, it does say a couple of sprits per panel. You're all going to say, you're using too much, Paul. Probably, because I sledgehammer to crack a walnut. Can't be helped. You may want 2 cloths. As that cloth gets a little bit too impregnated with the product, you might want to swap. I didn't have any issues whatsoever with any streaking. It was very, very easy to apply and even easier to take off. And the results are right there in front of your eyes. On a car that's got naff protection on it, it really is quite striking. Now they do say that it lasts a couple of months. I would say it all depends where you live. If you live where my mate lives, Specky, where it's snow and rain, you may not get the same longevity, not longevity. That's for 6 months. Longevity is for 3. We all know that. It all depends on the weather. Yes, I know. Product overload. I can't help myself. It is addictive. You can use this as a base though. You can actually layer this. So for good practice, I would say use 2 microfibers. I was a little bit lazy on the day. I just kept flipping the towel over. But for good practice, use 2. 1 to apply, 1 to remove. Big shout out to Into Detailing for the hat. Thanks guys. Continued support. Onto the tyres now. Graphene acrylic tyre shine. Graphene in a tyre coating. Very strange. Yes, link underneath for that tyre applicator. Go. Push your affiliates, Paul, a little bit more. So, I have used this before. I've used it on the Metro. The application is very, very easy. Now, you can really get your words out, Paul. Very, very tongue-tied today. You're probably going to be wondering why it's so glossy. Don't take too much notice of that. That does dull down. So I used this on the Metro and I got roughly a week out of it. So not the best performing tyre dressing, but it's got a nice look. I hope you agree the van does look a damn sight better. If you love this video, please like, share and subscribe. I will be back with more, and hopefully a bigger van next time. And yes, that is my new car in the background. Don't forget to follow us on all the socials, and we'll see you again.